Hey guys, today we're going to be playing some more Getting Over It. I know I've been gone for a year, and as you can see, I'm back to where I was. And I've been practicing a lot since the last time I played, and by accident actually, I figured out a way to get up this chimney. And, that's by just basically spamming your hammer on hitting each side of the wall really fast, and you'll start to pull yourself up eventually. Or at least until you grab the top of the first light. And that's how you'll be able to get up. Because once you grab the first light, you can do that. Am I stuck? Nope. Okay. As you can see, here we are. Now, I've only made it up here once before, off camera, of course.
Nope. Oh, you just lost a lot of progress.
There I go.
That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
Shut up, Mr. Bennett Foddy. Speaking of Bennett Foddy's name, last time for some reason I called him Bonnet Foddy. It's mainly because I was watching a lot of Sister Location at the time, and I was referring to the hand puppet Bonnet, and I saw that his name started with a B, so I just called him Bonnet because that was on my mind. And I don't really like Five Nights at Freddy's anymore, especially since, you know, it's just about over, but I did hear they were releasing a new Five Nights at Freddy's, and this is probably going to come out either the 23rd or Christmas Eve, depending on when I get done editing. But whenever it does come out, it still is close to Christmas time, and I probably won't be able to upload a video, so let me take this time to say Merry Christmas, guys, and if you don't celebrate Christmas, then Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa. Just happy holidays in general. No matter what you celebrate, just have a good break. Even if you don't celebrate anything, then just enjoy your time off, and don't be frustrated like me trying to get up this stupid frickin' mountain in a non-existing game. You know, this game is frustrating for so many different reasons.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
You got to blabber on about your own trash game.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled,
Like this
muddled,
stupid,
rotten, untitled.
like this stupid bullcrap game.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
You know, the only reason people play this game is because it's entertaining.
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
This game is the only reason.
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix for the fickle, some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you, you're an acrobat. You could swallow a baseball bat.
And you could go swallow a dick for this horrible game you made.
Trash is disposable, but maybe it doesn't have to be approachable.
Like this game.
What's the feeling like? Are you stressed?
Yes.
I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling
I do hate
frustrated.
it. I
It's
do hate
underrated.
it. It doesn't matter how far I get in this game. I
An
will
orange
always hate it.
Is sweet, juicy fruit locked inside a bitter peel.
I will always
That's
hate
not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit. It's licorice.
I don't know anybody who likes licorice. How did I do that? That was like...
Oof, sorry about that.
Never mind. Normally, I would have gotten mad, but there's no point in getting mad because I know that was going to happen. That's the thing about this game. You know that you're going to lose progress. You know that you're going to lose everything all the time.
Oh, it
You
happened
see?
again.
You see? I'm
Keep
not
on
wrong.
trying. Don't
You
let it
know
get to
you're
you.
going to lose progress, and that's the thing. And a lot of people blame it on the game. And I get it. The mechanics are all weird and not fleshed out correctly, and I get that, but last time, I feel mad at
This thing that we
myself.
call failure is not the falling down,
Shut up,
but the
Bennett.
staying down. Mary Pickford.
But the thing is, I hate myself for being one of those people who, when it's their fault and they know it's their fault, they still blame it on the controls because they feel like it'll make themselves feel better. And that's exactly what I did last episode, because I was on that rock ledge and I said I blamed the game for saying he pulled when it was 100% my fault for even shooting over there in the first place.
Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
And then pulling on it when I knew it was going to that I was going to fall if it happened. And I was exactly like everybody else who plays this game, blaming the game to make myself feel better, when it was really my fault. Now, that doesn't mean that this certain falls aren't the game's fault. Certain falls are definitely the game's fault. But you have to have that ability to recognize when it's the game's fault or when it's your fault. When it's the game's fault, okay, you can blame the game. But if it's your fault, you have to take credit for it, as much as you don't want to. And you don't have to do it right away. But, Miss freaking Bennett Foddy knows that his game is frustrating. He's even played his own game, and while he did keep calm for the most part, he expected his own bullcrap. He knew that what he was going to face was going to be bullcrap, because even if you play perfectly, you're still gonna end up falling down. Even speedrunners, I bet, had problems with this game. Imagine how long it took them to try and get better. And what makes it all worse is the fact how he says poetical poems about falling down or about progress, when those people have actually done things with their lives and their careers. Unlike Bennett Foddy, he hasn't really done anything. Oh God. Turn off the music. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He knows that his own game is trash, and he plays stupid freaking music. Jesus Christ! How do I turn this music off? No. Okay. No. Is the mouse sensitivity lower than before? That's weird. Okay. I don't need to hear stupid trash music about how I'm feeling terrible about myself. I already know that. I don't need some old-fashioned song to tell me that I'm feeling horrible! The only reason this game even got any attention is because Markiplier and PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and other famous YouTubers have played it. That's the only reason. And nobody really plays it anymore because, as Bennett Foddy mentioned earlier, everything's only fresh for about 6 seconds. Maybe not 6 seconds, but maybe a couple months to a year. After everybody beat it and the game just didn't feel like any, like after you saw Markiplier finally beat it after being so stressed, then you instantly stopped wanting to watch him, and that's the problem. That orange is just basically cackling maniacally, and I don't like it. It's like staring me down, and I understand that this game is hard in the context. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just trying to vent because this game is absolutely bullcrap, and it will always be absolute bullcrap. And no matter how many times I fall, no matter how many times Mark, a player, or PewDiePie, or anybody else falls, it's still going to remain the same. And that's mainly one of the reasons why I stopped playing for a year, because I needed the practice off camera. Because if you're a YouTuber and you're playing a game, especially a game with a lot of progress riding on the line, you feel more inclined to succeed. And when you don't, you feel embarrassed because you look like a bumbling idiot when you lose progress, especially on easy sections. And some people right now are probably going like, man, like, Infinite Anything sucks at this game, and I know I suck. And the only people who are really good at this game are really speedrunners, but one day, anybody who plays this game is going to have that determination to beat it. As much as they say they hate it, they're going to keep playing, and eventually they're going to get good enough to beat it. And that's always going to be how games are. No matter how difficult a game is, everybody is going to eventually beat it. If not as a child, as an adult. Because when you hate a game, you feel more inclined to beat the game. That's always how it's been. You always want to beat the game more. The more you fail, the more you see that it's possible to win.
The soul would have no rainbow had the eyes no
But
tears.
even with that
John
in
Bass
mind,
G.
it's still... What's over here? Oh, that's just a wrong way sign. Reminds me of frickin' Mario Kart. Thought I was stuck there for a minute. And see, there I go! There I go! See, these controls...
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before.
Freaking... That has to have been my fault. That has to have. No!
I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignity. Conscience. William Shakespeare.
It doesn't matter if I caused it. It doesn't make it any less frustrating. Guys, that's gonna have to be it for this video. I really can't take any more. I'll probably play it again over the next few days. Happy Merry Chris Hanukkah Kwanzaa, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
So